fantastic. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for letting me come here to read a book to you. And after we read this book here, you're going to get to take one home to be able to read at home yourselves, which is great, right? So here we go. It's Amy Wu and the Patchwork Dragon. And I'm going to stand up so everybody in the back can see as well. And by the way, this is written by a Kat Zhang and illustrated by a Charlene Chu. During story time, Miss Mary reads Amy's class a book about dragons. Dragons that hoard treasures, dragons that blow fire, and dragons that fight knights in gleaming armor. After she tells everyone to make their own dragons, make them special, she says, make them yours. Sam draws a dragon with enormous teeth. He crafts the wings from postage stamps. Willa sculpts a dragon with big, fat belly. She strings daisies for the tail. Does anybody know what enormous means? Yes, sir?
Very big.
Very big, that's exactly right. Amy paints a dragon with a long, thin body. It has horns like a stag and claws like an eagle. Are you sure that's a dragon? Asked Sam. It doesn't look like a dragon, adds Willa. Amy says. Maybe they're right. Amy scribbles with her pencil and doodles with her crayon. She glues beads to the paper and adds some to her hair. Uh-oh, I think she got some in her hair. Bits of dragon emerge. Dragons with shiny green scales, dragons with leathery wings. They look great. They look just like the dragons in Miss Mary's book, but none of them work. None of them feel quite right. These dragons are not the dragons Amy wanted to make. Time to clean up, said Miss Mary. But I'm not done, cries Amy. The rest of the class put their dragons on the show and tell table. But there's nothing from Amy. Nothing at all. Willa and Sam come over after school, but Amy can't even smile. Oh dear, says Amy's grandmother. Why the sad face? So Amy tells her. Her grandma gets a twinkle in her eye. Come, she says, let me tell you a story. She tells them about dragons that bring rain down on the earth. Dragons that are wise and just. Dragons that fly without wings. Amy runs to the attic. She remembers where she got the idea for her dragon. She pulls out something red and yellow, something with a big fat snout, and with golden horns. A dragon, gasp Sam and Willa. A dragon, agrees Amy. Amy's grandma puts on the costume, the head, and Amy puts on the tail. Together they dance down the attic steps and roar through the house. Maybe you can bring it to school, said Sam. Please, please, bring it to school, begs Willa. Says Amy. I think she's getting an idea. She thinks about the dragons in Miss Mary's book. She thinks about the dragons in Grandma's story. Bringing this dragon to class would be great, but there's something missing. Something that makes the dragon Amy's. Remember, the teacher told her, make it yours. After Sam and Willa go home, Amy begins to plan. She shows her sketches to her family. "Will you help me?" she asked them. They measure out fabric and cut it into shapes. They carve a cardboard frame. They fasten the cloth. Amy knots together 3 silk scarves, and then she adds some beads. And then some glitter, and a little bit more glitter just because. "Ready?" asked Grandma. Amy takes a deep breath. "Ready," she says. Amy comes to school with a big paper bag. The other children gather around. "Is this your dragon?" asks Willa. "Show us," cries Sam. Amy puts on the dragon head. She invites Willa and Sam beneath the dragon's tail. Together, they dance through the classroom and roar between the desks. Everybody cheers. Miss Mary laughs so hard she can't even breathe. Amy's dragon is red and yellow. It has a big fat snout and golden horns. It has enormous green wings and a tail of 3 silk scarves. It works splendidly. It feels just right. It is exactly the dragon that Amy wanted to make. So there's an activity at the end of your books. You guys can build your own dragons if you want to. They even have some ideas as to what you can put on your dragons and how to put it together. And this is the end result if you follow their examples. So what did you guys think about the book? Did you like it? Yes. Is it a book that you want to go home and read yourselves? Yes. Fantastic.